Hello everyone, Roberta Philbrick here. We're going to start out with a appetizer snack recipe with pumpkin pie spiced nuts. Now this recipe uses a Vitality essential oil blend that I make up in advance so that it's really convenient so that I can just grab my mini bottle and just drop my blended drops in my recipes. This pumpkin pie spiced nuts has actually 5 oils in it. In the picture you don't see cardamom, but cardamom is included, and I will include the recipe card by the end of the end of this slideshow. So let's get started. You're going to gather your ingredients, and this is real simple. It's basically you need some butter, and then you need whatever type of nuts that you want. This goes well with pecans, walnuts, even regular peanuts. I like to use almonds. I use the raw unsalted almonds. Then you're going to be using sugar or a sugar substitute, which means you can use regular raw sugar, you can use maple syrup, which is really good. Today I chose to use this organic coconut sugar crystals because I like the way they taste in this recipe, and instead of using brown sugar, this is a little bit better for you as far as the glycemic index. Then you're going to want real good butter, and then your pumpkin spice blend with the Vitality essential oils and some Himalayan pink sea salt. So first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to melt your butter and your sugar first in a frying pan, skillet, and then you're going to add in your essential oils and your nuts, and you're going to sit there and just saute and keep stirring those nuts for 5 to 7 minutes on low heat because you don't want the sugar to burn. And what you're doing is you're browning and you're toasting those almonds, and you're caramelizing the butter and sugar mixture. If you don't want to do it in a skillet on top of the stove, you can also do it in the oven. And basically you're just going to melt your butter and sugar first and in a separate sauce pot or in the microwave. And then you're going to add your pumpkin pie spice blend. And then you're going to drizzle that over your nuts, and you're going to coat them all, spread them out on a baking sheet, and put them in a low oven at 250 preheated for 30 minutes. When they're in the oven, you're going to have to open up the oven every 10 minutes and watch them. Make sure that you don't burn your caramelization sugar butter mixture. And you're going to keep tossing them and making sure that they stay evenly coated while they're roasting. Once they're done, you're just going to dump them out on a piece of parchment paper, spread them all out, and then you're going to salt them. Now, you don't have to salt them. I prefer them salted. I like a salty sweet mixture. I think it just brings out the flavor better. And just let them cool. And once they're cool, you just basically keep them in a closed container. These will keep about 6 to 8 weeks. And you can use them as a snack or an appetizer. They go really well, even with cheese and wine. Chop them up and add them to your salads. And it's a really handy snack to have on hand, and adds just a little bit to the nuts without making them too heavily sugared. It calls for about 10 ounces to a pound of nuts, depending on how much mixture you want coated on each of your nuts. I don't like them heavily coated like some of the things you get in the mall, but I prefer them to be just flavored. And I like the way the butter and the caramel just kind of makes the nuts crunchy again. So that's it. Enjoy, and go make you a couple batches, and your kids will love you for a snack or a healthy treat when you're on the road. Have a good day.